everybody. This is Courtney from rulebreakersclub.com, and I've got some tips for you on how to create a business according to your own rules that you absolutely love. Today is a special video where I get to finally talk about something that is absolutely life-changing to me, and that has been meeting friends from the internet in real life, in the flesh, hugging them, talking to them, caressing their hair. I don't do that too much, it's a little creepy, but it's absolutely amazing. I've had the opportunity to meet so many of my online friends in real life, and also to meet people in real life that then I could make into online friends. Don't know if you ever thought about that one. And in today's video, I want to give you my 6 best ways of finding events and finding ways to meet these people in real life, because I really think we need to start taking these online relationships offline. It makes them way more in-depth relationships. They're deeper bonds. These people then think of you when they have projects or they need someone like you. You become top of mind. And I have a whole bunch of other reasons why I recommend meeting your online friends offline in today's blog post, which you can find at rulebreakersclub.com. But let's get started into these 6 strategies, or 6 ways. I guess not really strategies. That sounds a little bit like, 6 ways of finding friends in real life and meeting them and talking to them. Okay, let's just get into this. All right, my first strategy for you is to Google events and things going on in your area, in your local area. I'm often surprised by how many things there already are that I couldn't find because I'm so used to online business owners having like internet marketing strategies, and I find them that way. And a lot of local events, a lot of local groups don't have great online strategies, and they might not even have great SEO. So you might have to do a little bit of digging, but I recommend Googling entrepreneur events, startup communities, small business events in your local area. The second thing that you can do is to go to my favorite website, meetup.com. Meetup is my go-to place for finding events and people to hang out with who have similar interests as me in my local area. So for a long time, I was traveling a lot. I really didn't have a home base. And every time I would go to a new place, I would get on Meetup and I would look up a group and see if there was an event happening. I've made a lot of friends this way. In fact, I've met people who we knew who each other were on the internet, and we happened to go to the event together and we're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Mind blown. So I recommend going on to Meetup and looking up events. Now, you can find things for like knitting clubs and running clubs and all sorts of stuff. So it doesn't have to be an entrepreneur thing, though you can definitely find that on Meetup as well. At this point, you might be making the excuse that, but there isn't anything in my area. I live somewhere super rural. We don't have stuff like that. And my suggestion for you at this point is to create your own group. Create your own meetup, create your own event, maybe get into a mastermind group, do something. It doesn't have to be every week. Maybe it's once a month, driving to the closest city and getting together. But why not start something yourself? If you're already thinking that you want to meet people in real life, chances are there's at least 1 or 2 other oddballs just like you who want to actually see people in the flesh and not on Skype. So there's my suggestion for that. The next way that I recommend seeing online people in the flesh is to take the initiative to go visit your friends. Go visit people that you've known on the internet for 5 years. Go to whoever's closest to you. I've done this a few times. I've partnered up several times with my really good friend Amanda Genther to launch things related to sales pages, because I do copy and she does design. And when we were doing a project a while ago, I actually drove 5 or 6 hours to where she lives so that we could work in person for a day, and it was so wonderful. And we actually got to see each other 2 other times in the same year, so you never know when you'll actually run into people. Another thing I did was I went and visited my good friend Gwen Elliott in Toronto this year, and we were friends before that, but staying with her over a weekend, we got really, really close, and it was a wonderful experience. And then Gwen actually introduced me to other entrepreneurs that she knows in Toronto that I now feel are my new friends. So go visit your friends or have them come visit you if you live somewhere cool. Why not? My next tip for you is to look for more organized conferences in your region. Now, you could also travel to something far away, but chances are in your region there's probably something less than an hour or 2-hour flight away that you could get to, maybe even in your city. So you can go to events. I've been to Gabby Bernstein events. I've been to like free events in Montreal. I've been to events organized by startup communities or entrepreneur communities in my local area. So look and see what kind of more organized events are going on in your area. The best way that I find to find out about these is to already start getting out there and meeting people, and then people will tell you about the events. Word of mouth is very powerful, and while the internet is an amazing place to do marketing, nothing beats word of mouth. So go get started and go start meeting people. Finally, the last recommendation I have for you is to find some more intimate boutique events and try to attend one each year. Now, these are tend to be the more expensive, maybe far away, but intimate events that you're really gonna find your people. They're gonna be people just like you, maybe not doing the same type of work, but very similar in your industry. They're gonna get you, and you get to spend a much more in-depth time getting to know these people, talking to each other, bouncing ideas back and forth, having poolside chit chats where you have like a business revelation that you have to go jot down. You have to get out of the pool and go write it down because it just blew your mind. And that's something that I definitely try to do at least once per year. So the two events that I recommend for that, and here's the thing about boutique events, they're hosted by entrepreneurs, small business owners, and they sometimes never happen again. So my suggestion for these types of more intimate conferences and events is that when you see it happening, jump on the opportunity if you know that it's right for you, because that same event probably won't happen again. And if it does, it won't happen in the same way. So my two events that I love, as I was saying, are Natalie McNeil, my friend and mentor from SheTakesOnTheWorld.com. Every year in her as the inner circle level of her Conquer Club, which is a year-long program, she hosts an event, and in 2017 that event's going to happen in Napa. So you do have to join the Conquer Club in order to join that event, but that's just a heads up, that's when that's happening. And then the other one that I went to recently was Heather Crabtree's The Savvy Experience in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Arizona. Absolutely amazing. But again, these are creative women. They've got lots of ideas. So you never know when it's going to be the last time they're running one of these events. So I recommend getting into their communities, looking for events in other online communities that you're in. There are people hosting retreats and conferences and events, and make sure that you know about them and you know when the tickets are going for sale so that you can jump on those opportunities. I hope you loved this video, and if you want more information, make sure you check out the rest of the blog post over at rulebreakersclub.com, and I will see you next time.